guys, so today I have a little bit of a different video for you guys. I actually just got done filming a thrift store haul, so that's why I look the exact same as I do in that video. If you guys have already seen that video, I don't know which one's gonna be up first, but just so you guys know, I'm filming tonight. It's a filming spree. Anyways, I decided that I wanted to share with you guys some tips for budget-friendly makeup shopping. I have always said on my channel, hashtag like baller on a budget. I don't have a ton of high-end items in my collection. I mean, I've definitely tried my fair share of high-end items, but I am mostly a drugstore junkie. I am cheap. I don't like shelling out a lot of money. I like getting a lot for my money, so I just wanted to share with you guys my kind of budgeting and kind of just my tips for makeup shopping, because if you're an addict of makeup, it can get expensive real quick. And as we know, in the makeup industry, in the makeup world, everybody's constantly telling you, you need this, 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 you need this. It can get expensive, and it can get, like, you know, we're all shopaholics. I know you're a shopaholic. I know, I see you. You clicked on this video, which means you're a shopaholic and you're looking for help, and I am here to give you help. It might be a little bit all over the place. I did write notes to myself so I could try to keep this organized, but a lot of the ideas kind of connect to each other, so I'll just kind of bounce around. But anyways, oh, my nose itches. I hate when my nose itches with makeup on. Anyways, if you guys want to hear some of my tips and tricks for being a makeup addict and not having a ton of fucking money to spend on makeup, then just keep watching. So first tip I always do is shop around different stores. Look at different prices of products. If you're looking for a specific product, look around, look online to see who has it for the cheapest. One example was before I went cruelty-free, the Maybelline square lipsticks. Those at pretty much any other store were about $6 to sometimes $8. And FYI, I live in Washington, so obviously if you guys live in different states or countries, this is going to, you know, the specific prices will all fluctuate. But anyways, any other store had them for about $6.99 to like $8.99, but I found that Walmart had them for $5.50, so really, really cheap. So I saved myself a couple bucks each lipstick buying just from Walmart. This goes with buy one get one half off sales and like other sales like that. Like I know that Ulta every once in a while, I believe they do it twice or 3 times a year, will do certain brands 40% off. They'll do buy one get one half off. Walgreens does buy one get one half off a lot on a ton of, I mean, pretty much all their drugstore brands. But Walgreens and Rite Aid and Fred Meyer, again, also I'm in Washington, so I'm going to be naming the stores that I go to, but I'm sure they apply for whatever stores are in your area as well. They'll all do buy one get one half off at a different time usually, so shop around a little bit, make those extra little trips to see if you need, you know, if you need foundation and powder. If you can get a foundation and powder and one half off, that shaves about $3 to $5 off of your purchase. So it's always good to shop around different stores, see what the different prices are and see what the different sales are. Also, always sign up for reward systems. I'll talk about Ulta's reward system a little bit later, but always just sign up for the Walgreens card, the Rite Aid card, Fred Meyer card, whatever it is, just sign up. It's usually easy. It just, yeah, I mean, you get a little bit more emails, but it tells you exactly when the sales are going to be, and if something is on sale, you will get the sale price with the card, and you usually just have to punch in your number. It's super simple. You know, a lot of people are super anti having so many cards in their wallet, but like I said, it's usually just a phone number, and it saves you money. So just sign up for the things. Sign up for the things. It's a good deal. And then of course, always check coupons. I'm not a huge couponer. I more do all the rest of the things that I just said as opposed to coupons. But if you're good at couponing, do it by all means. Find manufacturer coupons or find store coupons. Ulta always has a $3.50 off 15. They upped it. It used to be $3.50 off of 10, but now it's $3.50 off of 15. Ulta, come on. They either have that or they have a 20% off one item. So just use that on your most expensive item, and there you go. So that is something Ulta always has, always. So just a little tip for you guys. And then when it comes to online ordering, I always recommend that you save up your money and you place one big order as opposed to several small orders, because you will save yourself a lot on shipping. If you know, let's say you want NYX, you want ELF, and you want, Ardell. Let's say you want some lashes. So you spend $6 on shipping on the ELF website. You spend $5 on shipping on the NYX website. You spend $8 on shipping on the Ardell website. That is now, let's see, how can I math? 19 bucks, almost 20 bucks you just spent on shipping. Whereas if you go to a site like Ulta, Lady Moss Beauty, one of those websites where I think it's like drugstore.com, any of those websites where all of they carry multiple brands in one site, if you just save up your money and then, you know, have one $50 purchase, $60 purchase, as opposed to a $15, a $20, and a $30, all with shipping. If you just spend $50 in one, like, big ol' haul and only pay shipping once, it can really, really save you money. Or not pay shipping at all. Because a lot of the times, I know like NYX has free shipping over $25, ELF has free shipping over I think $30, ColourPop has free shipping over $35, Ulta does $50 and you get free shipping. So if you know, save up and buy all of your items in one go, you a lot of the times get free shipping. So I always recommend saving up and getting the free shipping, because I don't know about you guys, I'm okay paying money for product. I'm not okay paying money for shipping. I hate paying money for shipping, especially when it ups, you know, you're like, oh yeah, like 32 bucks, and then after shipping it's like 39 bucks, and you're like, that's closer to 40 than it is to 30 now. So always, if you can, bulk order online so that way you can get the cheapest, best deal. Also, look around to see which place has the cheapest shipping. I definitely did that when I was buying my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation. I was like, okay, how much is it on Sephora for shipping? How much of it is it on Charlotte Tilbury's website for shipping? What about freaking, I can't remember, but I checked another site and I was like, which place has the cheapest shipping? Because I knew I had to pay shipping because it was like a $48 foundation, and all of those places had free shipping over $50, and I wasn't about to buy another like $10 or $15 item just to get free shipping. So I knew I had to pay free shipping. So if you have to, shop around and see which one has a free or has the cheapest shipping. You guys may laugh, but all of this adds up. And you know, if you can save $3 or $4 you know, every once in a while, hey, that's a coffee, or you know, that's $3 or $4 that can go to your bills or something, you know, you gotta be smart. Okay, so those were most of the tips for buying drugstore and affordable products. Now I want to share with you guys some tips for when you want to splurge on high-end products. So first, before we do that, decide for you what is worth the splurge. For example, for me, brushes are 100% not worth the splurge. I have pretty much only drugstore and affordable brushes. I mean, I do have some furless brushes, which are really nice. You can get them in package deals, and they're actually relatively affordable, but they're a little bit pricier. But I mean, you guys know if you watch my channel, I mean, Morphe brushes and Wet n Wild brushes and ELF brushes. I fucking love ELF brushes. Those are the brushes that I have in my collection. So I will pretty much not ever buy really expensive brushes because I'm like, it's not worth it. I have great brushes in my collection. So for you, that might mean maybe you have really, really, really sensitive skin, or like acne prone skin, or maybe you have really sensitive eyes, and like certain drugstore products make your eyes water or make your face break out. That's totally cool. Just decide what is worth the splurge for you and splurge on said items. And if it's not worth the splurge, find dupes. I know we all love dupes. I will leave my dupe video linked down below. Go on Pinterest. Actually, I don't really trust Pinterest dupes. I trust YouTube dupes and Instagram dupes, like Dupe That, but I don't like Pinterest dupes. Anyways, find dupes and try dupes. Don't be afraid of the dupe, because honestly, work. Okay, makeup is makeup, and people would be snobby and say that high-end makeup is the only stuff that works, but they are lying. Drugstore makeup is awesome. So decide what is worth the splurge for you, and that might be difficult, but it'll take some trial and error to figure out, like, okay, is this worth the money? But once you do, you know. Like for me, eyeshadow palettes are something that is always, pretty much always worth the splurge, and then some foundations, although I do really like drugstore foundations too, but those are just a few things. I am going to try to do a video where I talk about the things that are worth the splurge for me. I feel like I don't have enough to fill up a video, but if I do, I will 100% put that up for you guys so you guys can see kind of my thought process behind the things that I buy that are high-end. But anyways, decide what is worth the splurge. Maybe it's your favorite, maybe you just, you know, have a soft spot for high-end blushes or whatever it is, or you need these things because your skin will go crazy without them. Whatever. You guys know what I mean. Decide what is worth the splurge. If not, try dupes. And here is where I will talk about Ulta's reward system. I did used to work at Ulta, and it was when it was like they had their old, I started when they had their old system, which is really similar to Sephora's, which I do not like Sephora's reward system at all. I think it is shit. Basically, Ulta's old reward system and Sephora's current system is you get points, and then the points get you basically freebies. But a lot of the time, if you're a cruelty-free consumer, a lot of the time those freebies aren't cruelty-free, and a lot of the time they just aren't things that I want. You know, it's a lip color that I will never wear, or it's a perfume that's not cruelty-free, or it's, you know, a brand that's not cruelty-free, or just, I just hate Sephora's reward system, but Ulta's reward system is fucking bomb. So how Ulta's reward works is I believe it's every penny you get, or maybe it's every dollar. I think it's every dollar you spend. But anyways, you rack up points through purchases, and then there's a chart where basically for a certain amount of points you get dollars off your purchases. So let's go into my Ulta app right now and see where I am at. If I remember right, I believe it's like if you have 100 points, you get $3 off your purchase, and this money off your purchase is on drugstore and high-end products. Now you guys, if you've used Ulta's coupons before, you know that the $3.50 coupon, the 20% off one item coupon, doesn't work on prestige brands. So Sephora, high-end drug or high-end makeup. These Ulta rewards that you just get money off your purchases, that does work on everything in the store, I think, except for salon services, but we're not talking about that right now. So right now I have 293 points, which equates to $8 off a purchase. So I mean, $8, that can shave a lot off of a purchase. I mean, if I wanted to buy this Becca Ever Matte foundation that I believe is $38, it brings it down to $30. Like, it really helps. You know, my favorite Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray, that brings it from $30 to $22, so it really helps. Obviously, it's better if you save them up. I'm usually pretty bad about saving them up, but some of my coworkers at Ulta would save theirs up and they would get $20, $40, $80 off of their purchases. It was insane. I mean, that's how I got, I believe this is the Vice 3. This is a $60 eyeshadow palette, and I love it to death. I mostly use it for my mirror when I'm filming, but I love this palette to death, and it's a $60 palette, but that's how I was able to do it, was I had $20 in Ulta rewards built up, and so I got it for $40. So Ulta's reward system is amazing, and it's really awesome that Ulta sells high-end and drugstore, so you can spend your money in one place, like I said earlier, with buying all of your items from one store, getting free shipping, getting all of your points, and then it just cycles back to where you can use those points to get cheaper products. Holla! I love Ulta's reward system. So there's my 2 points, or there's my 2 cents about that. My 2 points. Okay, let's move on. Next is if you can budget in a makeup splurge. So I can't really right now. I've been switching jobs a lot, and right now I don't get enough hours right now to where I can really afford to like splurge on makeup a ton, which is why you guys haven't been seeing a ton of new products in my video. Just being real with you guys right now. But when I was working 2 jobs, what I would do is I would basically treat myself to either a few drugstore items. So like I would do a ColourPop order and I would spend $35, get free shipping, and get my little splurge, treat myself to a ColourPop order, or I would do one high-end item. So I would do that about once a paycheck. Once a paycheck, I could personally afford to splurge on either a couple drugstore items or one high-end item. So just, you know, sit down, think about how much you make, think about your paychecks, think about your bills, think about all the things you need to pay off before you buy makeup, and decide if that's something you can do. If not, don't worry about it, only do it however often you can. But that's definitely something I would recommend doing, even if it's just like, okay, I can afford to buy one lipstick priced item a week or a month or whatever it is. So if you decide you can splurge on makeup once a month or once every 2 months or twice a week, whatever it may be, I find that helps a lot because you contain yourself, but you still get to splurge and you still get to hashtag treat yourself. You know what I mean? So that's something that's always helped me, is just like, okay, I get this one thing and I get to decide what that is, and then I don't get another thing until the next paycheck. And another little, like, this one is kind of one of those tricks that's super dumb because you're still spending all the money, but it makes you feel better. What I would do is I'd get, you know, my first paycheck of the month, and I would just take $20 out whenever I got cash back, put that $20 away, keep it secret, keep it safe, and then next paycheck, I would do like part cash, part card, and buy my expensive items. So that way it takes, in your head, it takes $20 off the price of the item, because you're like, oh, this is $20 from last paycheck. Like, no, it's nothing. I hope you guys know what I mean, because this sounds so stupid, but it honestly makes buying a super expensive item, it really takes the sting away from having your total be $50, because when you swipe your card and you're like, oh, $50 is coming out of my account, as opposed to, here's a 20, only $30 is coming out of my account. I hope you guys know what I mean. It sounds super, super dumb, but if you're like me and you just cringe every time you have to like place that order or swipe that card on an expensive makeup item, it honestly helps. You can laugh at me because I'm laughing at me, but it helps. Okay, and then next couple things are always, always, always look up reviews and then try before you buy. Sephora does free samples. Go into your, I mean, obviously don't harass them with samples. Be nice to the Sephora ladies when you ask for a sample. Eventually, if you like it, buy the product. Don't just keep buying samples. But always sample product, and usually they're super generous. They'll give you, like, you know, if you're unsure, you can ask for multiple shades if you're not sure what shade you are, or like, oh, I want to try either this foundation or this foundation. I don't know which one is going to be better for my skin tone. Go in, ask for both, try before you buy, because honestly, it helps a lot. I almost bought the Too Faced Born This Way foundation as soon as it came out. Everybody was raving about it, and my finger was like over that place order button, and I decided not to, and I went in when Ulta finally got their display of it, because it took them a while to get their displays, and I got samples of it, and I got like 3 different samples, and I ended up hating it. Like, every time I tried it, I just hated it. So I mean, that saved me like $40. So always try before you buy, and look up reviews. But I mean, honestly, everybody's so different. Even if you have the exact same skin type as somebody, your experience with the product could be totally different than theirs. So always just try before you buy if you can. Obviously, with the case of a lot of drugstore products, you can't try before you buy, so keep your receipt and don't be afraid to return product. I know everybody seems like the person on the other end of the cash register hates it when somebody comes in with returns, but honestly, I've worked retail for 5 years now, and if something honestly didn't work, especially when it comes to makeup, like, that's fine. Just bring it in, return. It's either gonna rot in your makeup collection or it's gonna rot in the return bin at Ulta. So just, it is wasteful. That's why I always recommend trying before you buy. But if you need to return product, return product. Keep the receipt. That's another way where reward systems really, really come in handy, because a lot of reward systems, I know Ulta does, I know Sephora does, I don't know, I'm pretty sure Walgreens does too, but a lot of reward systems will track your purchases, so that way if you lose your receipt, you can just look up the or they can just look up your purchase using your rewards card. So don't be afraid to return product, look up reviews, try before you buy, and keep your receipt. if you don't have a rewards card. Okay, you guys, I think okay, you guys, so I think those are all of my tips for budget-friendly makeup shopping. I hope I helped you guys out a little bit. So, you guys, I hope you guys found these little tips and tricks helpful. If you guys have something that has helped you that I didn't say, leave it down below so we can have just a smorgasbord of money-saving, penny-pinching tips, because we all love penny pinching, especially for makeup. Okay, you guys, I love you guys so much. If you guys found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe before you leave, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!